Machu Picchu, one of the world's most iconic and mysterious ancient sites, hidden in the misty mountains of Peru. Nestled 2,430 meters above sea level, Machu Picchu is a stunning Inca city that still captivates visitors with its breathtaking views, fascinating history, and incredible archaeological treasures. It's a place that whispers stories of the past, yet its natural beauty feels almost untouched by time. Whether you're here to marvel at the architectural genius of the Incas or simply to take in the serene beauty of the surrounding Andean peaks, Machu Picchu offers something magical for every traveler. Welcome to Travel's Highlights. We're here to take you through the top 10 places to explore in and around Machu Picchu. And trust me, by the time you reach the end of this list, you'll be ready to pack your bags. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay updated on all our travel tips and adventures. Now, let's get started with the countdown. Number 10. Mandir Gardens. Let's start with something a little off the beaten path. Mandir Gardens, also known as Jardins de Mandir, is a lush, tranquil escape just outside of Aguas Calientes, the gateway to Machu Picchu. This hidden gem is perfect for those looking to unwind after exploring the ruins. Imagine wandering through tropical forests, listening to the soothing sounds of waterfalls, and spotting rare birds and butterflies. It's a peaceful oasis where nature takes the spotlight. But don't let the quiet fool you, the gardens are brimming with life. You'll come across native plants, towering trees, and even the occasional monkey swinging from the branches. If you're into birdwatching, this is your paradise. It's also a great spot to take in the beauty of the Vilcanota River flowing nearby. Mandir Gardens is not just a retreat for nature lovers, but also a historical treasure, as it's believed to have been a part of Inca agricultural terraces. Number 9. Inca Bridge. The Inca Bridge is an adrenaline-pumping sight, but don't worry, you're not actually required to cross it. Built high into the cliffside, this ancient bridge was used by the Incas as a secret access point to Machu Picchu. It's carved directly into the rock, with a sheer drop on one side that will make your heart race just by looking at it. Even though the bridge is now closed for safety reasons, it's a must-see for the history and the views alone. As you hike the short trail to the bridge, you'll be treated to breathtaking panoramas of the surrounding mountains. It's a reminder of just how isolated and protected Machu Picchu was in its heyday. The ingenuity of the Inca people is on full display here, and it's one of those spots that makes you stop and appreciate their engineering brilliance. Number 8. Huayna Picchu. Now, if you're up for a challenge, Huayna Picchu is where you'll want to be. This towering peak is the famous backdrop to all those postcard-perfect shots of Machu Picchu. Climbing it isn't for the faint of heart, but for those who are up for it, the reward is worth every bead of sweat. The steep trail zigzags up the mountain, with narrow stairways carved into the rock, and the views from the top. Absolutely unforgettable. Once you reach the summit, you'll have a bird's-eye view of the entire Machu Picchu complex, along with the winding Urubamba River below. It's a sight you won't forget. There's also a little-known secret at the top, the remains of a small Inca temple that only adds to the mystique of the place. But be warned, you'll need to book your ticket in advance, as the number of hikers allowed each day is limited. Number 7. Intipunku, Sun Gate. Next up, we have Intipunku, also known as the Sun Gate. This is the original entrance to Machu Picchu for those who trek the Inca Trail. It's the place where, after days of hiking, travelers would first lay eyes on the ancient city, often at sunrise when the early morning light makes the ruins glow with an otherworldly beauty. Even if you're not hiking the Inca Trail, a visit to the Sun Gate is a must. The hike up from the main site is about an hour, and while it's a bit strenuous, the panoramic views along the way make it all worthwhile. Standing at the Sun Gate, looking down at Machu Picchu as it emerges from the clouds, you'll feel like you've stepped back in time. It's a spot filled with history, and it's the perfect place to reflect on the Incas' connection to the sun and the heavens. Number 6. The Temple of the Condor. The Temple of the Condor is one of Machu Picchu's most fascinating structures, largely because of its unique design. The temple is shaped like a condor, a sacred bird in Inca mythology. The head and wings of the condor are carved into the rock, with the natural stone forming the bird's body. The condor was considered a messenger between the heavens and earth, and visiting this temple feels like stepping into a spiritual space. It's tucked away in the lower part of the city, and while it may not be as grand as some of the other temples, its symbolism is powerful. You can imagine the Incas here, worshipping under the watchful eyes of the condor, believing it would carry their prayers to the gods. Number 5. Temple of the Sun. Speaking of temples, the Temple of the Sun is one of the most impressive architectural feats at Machu Picchu. Built to honor Inti, the sun god, this temple was a place of great religious significance for the Incas. What's particularly mind-blowing is the precision of the stonework. The walls are curved, which is a rare feature in Inca architecture, and yet the stones fit together perfectly without mortar. During the solstices, sunlight shines through the temple's windows, aligning perfectly with the carved stone. It's a reminder of the deep astronomical knowledge the Incas possessed and their connection to the natural world. As you stand in the temple, you can almost feel the energy that once filled this sacred place. Number 4. The Royal Tomb. Right next to the Temple of the Sun is the Royal Tomb, a crypt where it's believed that Inca royalty or high priests were laid to rest. This space, carved into the bedrock, is both mysterious and grand. The intricate niches and steps suggest it was used for important rituals, possibly connected to the Incas' beliefs in the afterlife. Though you can't enter the tomb itself, you can peer inside and see the detailed stonework. It's a humbling experience, standing in the same spot where ancient rulers may have been buried with their treasures and mummified bodies. It offers a glimpse into the spiritual side of Inca life, one that remains shrouded in mystery to this day. Number 3. The Sacred Plaza. As you wander through Machu Picchu, you'll inevitably find yourself in the Sacred Plaza, the heart of the ancient city. This area is home to several of the most important buildings, including the main temple and the Temple of the Three Windows. It's believed that this plaza was used for religious ceremonies and gatherings, making it one of the most significant places in the city. Standing here, you get a real sense of the scale and grandeur of Machu Picchu. The views are incredible, with the mountains towering around you and the valleys stretching out below. It's a place where you can almost hear the echoes of the past, imagining what life must have been like for the Inca priests and nobles who once gathered here. Number 2. The Principal Temple. The Principal Temple is the grandest structure in the Sacred Plaza, and it's not hard to see why. Its 3 walls are made of massive stones, each perfectly cut and fitted together without the use of mortar. Despite being partially damaged by time and earthquakes, the temple still stands as a testament to the architectural genius of the Incas. This temple was likely used for religious ceremonies and offerings to the gods, and standing inside it, you can feel the weight of history. The view from the temple is stunning, with the mountains and valleys framing the sacred space, making it clear why the Incas chose this spot for their most important rituals. Number 1. Machu Picchu Citadel. Finally, we arrive at the crown jewel, the Machu Picchu Citadel itself. This is the iconic image that draws millions of visitors each year, and it's every bit as magical as you'd imagine. The citadel is a marvel of engineering and design, with its terraces, temples, and plazas all perfectly integrated into the landscape. As you wander through the citadel, you'll come across ancient homes, religious structures, and agricultural terraces, all preserved in remarkable condition. It's a place where history comes alive, and you can't help but feel a deep connection to the people who once called this place home. The views from the citadel are nothing short of spectacular, with the surrounding mountains and valleys creating a breathtaking backdrop. If there's one place you absolutely must see in Machu Picchu, this is it. That wraps up our countdown of the top 10 places to visit in Machu Picchu. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to Travel's Highlights for more incredible travel destinations. And if you've been to Machu Picchu, let us know in the comments which spot was your favorite. Safe travels, and see you on the next adventure.